They told us we wouldn't get here. There were those who said that we would get here only over their dead bodies. Well, talk. But all the world today knows that we are here and we are standing before the forces of power in the state of Alabama saying we ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. Today I want to tell the city of Selma. Tell them, Doctor. Today I want to say to the state of Alabama. Yes, sir. Today I want to say to the people of America and the nations of the world that we are not about to turn around. Yes, sir. We are on the move now. Yes, sir. Yes, we are on the move and no wave of racism can stop us. Yes, sir. The burning of our churches will not deter us. Yes, sir. The bombing of our homes will not dissuade us. Yes, sir. The beating and killing of our clergymen and young people will not divert us. Yes, sir. The wanton release of their known murderers will not discourage us. We're on the move now. Yes, sir. Like an idea whose time has come. Yes, sir. Not even the marching of mighty armies can halt us. Yes, sir. We are moving to the land of freedom. Yes, sir. I know you're asking today.
We're back. Better than ever.
What up?
Better than ever. We got Dr. E in the building.
What up?
We got Diamond Gang in the building.
Yes, sir.
Buckle up your seatbelts. About to take y'all on a little ride, gang. Yeah, we gonna take you on a ride and we gonna skid all on your head. Hit that like button, man. Strap up. Content Kings, we back, man. Better than ever, man. Y'all thought we was just gonna stay gone? This ain't the disappear. Nah, this ain't the stay gone channel. Nah, we don't do that. We bring it to you raw. We got the real angel in the building. Real technician. Yeah, we back. Y'all get in here, hit that like button, gang. Exclusive. Content Kings, man. Make sure y'all spell that shit with motherfucking 2 Z's with that crown, and don't forget that dolphin. What up, Daddy? We got the gang up in here, man. Daddy, we finna give you that goddamn wrench. Y'all get in here. Get in here. Boy, we got some exclusive. Let's get it. Content King.
Yo, tell me how the fuck you think I got here?
How the fuck you think we got here?
Rap game ain't shit to me but some cartwheels. 90% of these niggas not real.
Make sure everybody sub up to everybody that new to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe to the channel, gang.
Damn.
When it comes to this dog case, I think we broke it. We broke it. Yeah. We're gonna stay on top of this shit, man. We're gonna keep our foot on your motherfucking neck, nigga. Long live dog. Let's go.
Never had a deal, but got more guap than all of y'all.
Everybody sub up.
That's why I started rapping, dog.
We ain't doing this shit for nothing.
Tall, skinny nigga, I should've been playing ball. But I had niggas spending $100
Make sure y'all tune in the day after tomorrow.
It ain't shit to
tomorrow we got Big U.
And go rob it,
a lot of shit going on.
I let my nuts hang, went out of town and went mobbing, nigga.
All the followers
got my childhood, all I remember is starving, nigga.
We also
Old niggas in the hood was hating, but I ain't
coming up. Let's go.
Fuck 'em, made a pledge.
Let's get what them hoe ass niggas took from us, gang.
Forever. Yeah. Don't give a fuck, you right or wrong. We thuggin' forever.
Let's go.
Shit was
Get to the building. Hit that like button. Turn this bitch up. Pump us up, y'all. Let's go.
Richest nigga in my hood, nigga.
Like button, man. We trying to get 50 likes on this live, gang. We put it in.
Shit. None of that cap
and all you
shit.
trolls,
Just might be the realest nigga on the map. Yes. Hit your sister holding pounds on some trap shit. Hey, hold it. About to go pick up some guala. I'll be back, bitch. Shout 2,000 miles away by my damn self.
Enough of the talk, gang. Everybody sub up. It's Friday night. You ain't got shit to do. Some of y'all got jobs. Yeah, some of y'all got jobs like we do. We ain't gonna keep you up late. We know it's a lot of big things coming up. So we being real cautious on what we do and how we do it. One thing's for sure. Hold on, let me drop this curtain. Let me drop this motherfucking curtain so y'all can see these spectacular people that's behind this motherfucking curtain. And they very important. They very important because the people that have been following Content Kings know these two right here. These two right there. It don't get no better than that. It don't get no better than the motherfucking mystery machine and the motherfucker that'll get in your business and find out what the fuck is going on when it comes to any cases. You might be saying I'm over exaggerating, but I don't think I am. Sorry about that. If you don't like it, kick rocks, nigga. Kick rocks. We got 6 in the building. For all the recap gang, hey, make sure y'all like and share this video. Let's get straight to it. So let me let everybody know. We will be covering the Nipsey Hussle, the Big U trial. We also going to be covering the Puff Daddy trial. Now, Puff Daddy is getting ready to go to trial, gang. It's about to go down. They trying to get this nigga speedy. They trying to get him in and out. They trying to get him in and out. But see, you know how karma's a bitch. And God don't act like ugly, and he ain't too fond of cute. So Diamond Gang, let's get to it. Diamond Gang, you know, she nosy and she say a lot of things, right, that make sense when you think about it. Now, Diamond Gang have been mentioning, and I didn't, you know, that's what Content Kings got this kind of flavor. I didn't try to be nosy. I promise I didn't, gang. I promise I didn't. But I just happened to stumble over some shit, and Diamond Gang was like, you know what? Remember she had mentioned Black Youngster. You remember when you had done did that, Diamond Gang?
Yes, I did.
Well, I'm about to kick these folks in their ass tonight. Now, let me talk about something. I'm going to play this script right here for everybody. Please hit the like button if you just got in. 7 in the building. We'll take anything we can get, but we're going for 50. I'm going to put it out in the ethers. We need 50. And then I know people, we need 50. Shouts out to G Money. I ran into G Money on the highways and byways. We getting a couple of people that love us to coming back to the channel. So I want to say thank you for that. And I want to thank the Most High for making that possible. So let me get y'all all lined the way up. Let us get you all the way lined up, because remember, we like to build on this channel. We build. And that's what people like about us. We build. So let's go into this. Let's go.
Indicted in the murder of a Covington woman last fall. As WREG's Bria Jones explains, her children believe the possible connection to the slaying of young Dolph is helping solve the case.
Tied to crimes in Shelby, Tipton, and DeSoto counties, 23-year-old Trayon DeMarco Ingram is now charged in a fatal double shooting in Covington. In court documents uncovered by WREG Monday, we learned Ingram has been indicted by a grand jury for killing Anita Wilson and critically injuring Darnisha McLeod last November.
How does that feel to have officially someone indicted in your mother's killing?
It feels good for her to happen today because today her birthday. It's like it was a kill for her.
Police say the two women were ambushed here at the intersection of College and Church as they were leaving a high school football game. The shooting happening next to the police department. Police Chief Donna Turner says the targeted attack is gang-related.
You definitely are sending a message when you jump out of a car at an intersection and shoot up another car with multiple rounds.
Detectives say 2 masked suspects jumped out of a stolen white 2-door Mercedes-Benz carrying large assault rifles. And police say that same stolen car is...
Everybody, y'all tracking me now? The same car was used in a shooting that unalived a woman and wounded another woman, which had ties to Yo Gotti and Young Dolph. Now, y'all going to be amazed by the live that I got. Now, let's continue to track this part. I want everybody to build with us. Let's go.
Is possibly linked to the murder of young Dolph. that occurred days later.
That occurred days later, gang. Days later. Now we're going to get into this car. We're going to take you deep into this vehicle. Pay attention to the dent in the door. Let's track. Long live Dolph.
And say this vehicle that was involved in this case was a stolen vehicle out of Memphis.
The vehicle was stolen out of Memphis, but the vehicle, gang, was parked in a front yard for a couple of days before they moved the white car into the backyard, which was down the street from Hernandez Govan, who's about to go on trial in July. They left this white car parked in front of the yard. Now, remind you, Hernandez Govan is related to officers. His family members were officers, police officers. We're going to get to that. So maybe that's why he kept the car in the front and he felt flamboyant on that block, because that house that Hernandez Govan was inherited to him. So now that block has a history. Hernandez Govan was comfortable. But me and Dr. E had a conversation, and Diamond did this morning. We're going to let you guys know for the people that have been following. So remember, this car was involved in an unaliving before the Dolph shooting. Let's continue.
Says the car was later recovered in South Memphis. Wilson's family believes she was not the intended target.
I definitely feel like the situation with Dolph, brought light to my mom's situation.
It definitely
because of the car.
While one suspect is still on the run, Wilson's children are celebrating this victory of Ingram's first-degree murder and attempted murder charges on what would have been her 58th birthday.
Now let's drop this. For all the trackers, all the Dolph lovers, all the people that want justice, because not everybody loved Dolph. Dolph had things that Dolph was into too. So let me get into this before I break this down, because I'm going to share a conversation that me, Dr. E, and Diamond had today. We huddled up and we spoke about this. We broke this case, gang. We broke this case. We had Raven up here, and we're going to have another live on an update on that, and we're going to show you how we broke this case. Not once, not twice, but 3 times we brought you what you had not seen ever. And we ain't talking about no shit that's saying Dolph is alive. And I don't mean to disrespect nobody, but I'm going to just tell you how we got to where we are now. Let me tell you something, gang. Think about this. Who was the first person to get caught in the young Dolph case? It was Cornelius. Cornelius got caught first. There was a picture that was released on social media before the police released it at 9 o'clock. But the police left the scene at 8:30. How did they get that picture? Because somebody had the footage, allegedly, who we were saying was Rodnisha. Because we know, and we're going to cover that light-skinned girl and that dark-skinned girl is not the same person. Hit the like button. So, how would anybody know that 2 men in masks running up to a window know to go and get Cornelius? How would they know they're masked up? How would someone know to get Cornelius Smith. Yeah, I'm going to tell you how. Why Hernandez Govan has already took a proffer agreement. You know why, gang? Because Hernandez Govan, that's why Hernandez Govan specifically wanted Cornelius to go and clean the evidence off of the car. Why did he want just Cornelius to go clean this car and burn it up? Because Hernandez Govan, the whole plan of this was for Hernandez Govan to call them, the police, which has already had been in a case that I'm going to show y'all on the next live, not this one, that Hernandez Govan was already supposed to testify against a guy that got caught with a lot of heroin. So Hernandez Govan was already talking. So what the plan was, gang, was for Hernandez Govan to call in. Everybody knows that Cornelius was buying drugs from Hernandez. So Hernandez wanted to, that's why they parked the car in the front yard. His cameras was facing, because we know it was down the street from his house, his cameras was facing the driveway where the car was parked. Who would take a car that was in an Unaliving and park it in the front driveway? It was a reason why before they put it in the backyard. Hernandez Govan called in. He called in and said, oh, I see the picture of the car that's in that picture. Those guys that ran up, I know what that car is across the street from my house. I'm going to start filming outside of these guys going to this guy going back and forth to the car. So once he got, because like Cornelia said, Hernandez Govan had cameras all around his house. I just showed you on my last live how far down the street, right there down the street where his cameras can see. He wanted them to see Cornelius. Because you know why Cornelius didn't get his money, gang? Why Cornelius never got his money? Cornelius was never going to touch that money. But God was watching over Cornelius, even though Cornelius did a sin by unaliving somebody. The plan was to unalive Cornelius Smith and burn him up in the car. That's why Straight Drop had all that money in the video he filmed. He already had the money. He was going to flee Memphis. Straight Drop was going to flee Memphis with all the money. He already got the money, gang. He had already got the money. They were going to unalive Cornelius. But Cornelius moved different. He went to Atlanta. They couldn't catch on to him. And then they was going to unalive him. Remember when he said they gave him the $500 in the envelope? Diamond, remember he said that?
Yes, I did.
And he said what? When the guys that was in the car had on ski masks, they were going to unalive him then. But guess who he sent to the car? His girlfriend. See, the wrong person walked up to the car. That's why they had ski masks on. The wrong person walked up to the car. The plan was to unalive Cornelius and have him on camera and say, there's your skirterer right there. But he's not here. After they killed him, if Cornelius is unalived, who would have told on Straight Drop? No one. And they would have walked away clean because the person that was on Hernandez Govan's camera that he alerted to the police would have been unalived by them. Straight Drop would have ran off with all the money because look at the video he came out with called Hellcat and all those videos. He had all that money. He already got the money. He never gave it to Cornelius. That's why he was fleeing out of Memphis because they were planning to unalive Hernandez Govan. They were planning to unalive Cornelius Smith.
Got you.
Cornelius was going to be burnt up in that car. But see, when Cornelius, he went to Atlanta, that threw him off. They couldn't track him to get him in time.
So the car would have been burnt up too to get rid of the
with him
evidence
in it,
and the body.
with him in the car.
Wow. That's deep.
That's why Cornelius said, but we got to get this car and burn it up. That's what Govan was doing. But guess who was going to be burning up in the car? Cornelius was going to be burning up in the car.
Wow.
But they never could get Cornelius. Cornelius was moving different. And so by the time they caught Cornelius, exactly, they were going to unalive Cornelius from the jump. And how Govan was going to get away, he was going to say he knew him because he used to serve him, and he used to have conversations probably about getting young Dolph. He had a conversation with him doing it to young Dolph, but he knew him because he was a dope fiend. But they were going to whack him. But see, if they whacked him, we would have never knew about straight drop. We would have never knew. But he got away and got caught too early. Cornelius got caught too early. And when Cornelius finally realized, man, these niggas was trying to kill me. Hold on. They was trying to kill me the whole time. I'm looking at this video right now while I'm locked up, and I see Straight Drop walking around with all this money. Oh, these niggas had the money the whole time. I'm finna tell all these niggas.
Yeah, didn't Straight Drop, did he drop a video?
Yes, he dropped the video, Hellcat, and he had the money. He had the PRE chain. We just showed that last time. He had the PRE chain on his waist. So
not only that though, when Cornelius said that he got a kite from Straight Drop, it probably said something about all of that in there.
And me and Dr. E just had this conversation. Let me tell you the conversation me and Dr. E said when we put this together. Remember, it was too late. When Straight Drop was telling him to hey, just give Hernandez Govan up. Say that was Hernandez Govan that shot the handgun instead of me and let me go free. He was reaching in. He was pushing panic buttons when he said that. He thought that Cornelius was stupid. And that Cornelius would be like, okay, I'm going to say that's you because you finna be the big rapper now. You going to take care of me while I'm locked up. You going to put money on my books because I'm already told. So, but
he already shorted him.
Right. But if Straight Drop is willing to reach out like that and say that was Hernandez Govan and that wasn't me, that means what? Reality has set in. Reality has set in to Straight Drop while he's locked up now. So Straight Drop finna get ready to tell now. Because Straight Drop is like, damn, man, where's Cornelius? He talking. I know I'm gone. They didn't sentence me plus an extra 30. I'm not coming home. It's time to talk now.
50. He got an extra 50, not 30.
Right.
Damn.
So he's about to tell. That's more information. Treyon Ingram, the one that was in his car first, that's more information. That's getting ready to come out.
So you telling me when he went to go clean the car out, they were going to try to get him in, but he moved.
They was going to try to get him in, but the timing was wrong. The timing was wrong.
So that means that Govan wasn't at home to look at.
That's why they moved the car to the backyard, because they wanted to catch him in the backyard. The reason why the car was in the front yard at first, because Govan's camera was filming just him go to the car, so they could say, there's your culprit right there.
Right, but he couldn't see him in the back.
And they moved it to the backyard so they can get his ass in the backyard. But he was moving different. He wasn't they was calculating him wrong. He knew how to move a little bit. Mm-hmm. Cornelius knew how to move. That's why another thing that dawned on Cornelius is like, damn, why right after I leave Hernandez Govan's house, right after I leave his house, I get pulled over? How the hell did they know that I just left this man's house? He knew then that they had put a tracker on his phone. He knew then that Hernandez Govan told. Don't you remember when he said, I know he told on me? He realized it. He said, damn, they was
double cross.
Told him they was finna kill me.
But you know what it was? They thought that he was gonna be the fall guy. That's what
Right.
they
Yep,
call the
excuse me,
Crashed
fall
out.
guy,
unalive.
the flunky. They knew, we gotta get somebody that is
Crash
hungry
out.
for money. That, you know what I'm saying,
Dope
I ain't
fiend.
really mess with like that. And yep, a dope fiend.
Yep.
Get him to do what I want. You see how Straight Drop didn't want to get out the vehicle right away. He came out
Yes.
first. And then
Exactly.
he came out afterwards. That's because
Yes.
he didn't want to be the one to do it. He wanted dude to do it.
Exactly. So we're gonna track right here. Please hit the like button. We need 50 likes. I know this channel's sparking up, but we're not gonna let.
And like I said, I don't even think he even the one that shot him. I think that he just tried to act like he was doing something. But the reason why he got all that time and all of that is because Cornelius said, you know what, it was him. He the one that came and got me. He the one
Bingo.
that introduced. They introduced me. Govan introduced us together.
Uh-huh.
Because I wanted to do something for my family. It was my daughter's birthday, I think he said, right?
Yes, he said it was his daughter's birthday. Correct,
So
Diamond.
my thing is, he was just looking for a buck, but at the same
That's
time,
it.
they looked at him as a fall guy and a goofy.
A fall guy and somebody that they was finna sit in that white car and burn to death.
Right, but they
Damn.
didn't know that he wasn't dumb like they
And he was
assumed he
sober. He
was.
had a sober moment. And
Absolutely.
then he got the hell out of town, and that's when they ended up catching him in Indiana, right? But the other guy,
Absolutely.
he was trying to
With
get the hell up
Shondell
out of
Barnett.
there.
So watch this. Watch this. We're gonna listen to some key words. Listen.
I gotta clean me stuff up. We had called out like, man, quit had called like, man.
So Govan had called and said what? Y'all gotta clean this stuff up. But he called him. Straight Drop was already long gone. He already knew. He just needed that boy to come. Now listen.
I gotta clean me stuff up. We had called out like, man, get my phone at the car.
So he said, get his phone out the car. So what you think he did with his phone? What y'all think he did with his phone? Let the police know his number, gave the police the number to track him down and everything. He already had that phone. He already had been down to that car. That's how he knew they had to clean it up. How he know they had to clean the car up if he didn't go down there? And he said, all right, when he said, get my phone, all right, I'm going to get it. He was too comfortable. I'd have been like, hell no, you go down there and get it. He was too comfortable. He had already gave him up. What up, Damon Brains? What up, gang gang? Glad to have you
Yeah, he
back.
did. Yeah, he did. But this probably ain't the first time that Govan has done this.
He
This is
has.
just the first
That's
time
what I was
he
saying
got
before you
caught.
came up, Diamond. Hernandez Govan was in a trial. Was supposed to testify a guy that got caught with a lot of drugs. He's in paperwork already, so he's been telling. So we're gonna show that on our next live coming up the day after tomorrow, after we do Nipsey Hussle tomorrow. So watch this, gang.
Get my phone at the car, leave my phone in the car. So he was like, all right, we need to move the car. That was quick saying. So we talked to.
So Govan, which is Quake, for people that don't know, they call him Quake. They call him Quake. Bet with Quake. So he said we need to move this car to do what?
Joke right after. Yeah.
And guess who called him after that? Jook is calling a peon. So he got off the phone with Big Jook? Hold on, can't be. Now look.
You caught it over quick saying. So we talked to Joke right after. Yeah.
So after he talked to Hernandez Govan, Big Jook calls him. He talks to Big Jook. Big Jook is letting him. Why Big Jook want to talk to the peon? Why Big Jook want to talk to the peon? And I'm about to show you what got Jook unalive. It's the small things that count. Let's go.
But Quet too. And did you know Quet?
Now listen. Key thing.
Involved in, I guess, the rap business or something?
He called himself.
Okay.
Called himself.
What sort of would he call himself as far as being in the business?
I guess a negotiator. I don't know.
He called himself a negotiator. He calls himself a negotiator. What is he negotiating? This deal. This deal. You sacrifice Dolph, you gonna be a big rapper. Let's go.
Negotiator?
Oh, no.
Okay. Do you know whether or not he was trying to negotiate for Straight Drop?
Yes, trying to get him a deal.
So why did the attorney say, do you know if he was trying to negotiate a deal from Straight Drop? Because they already know he was. They already know he was. That's why he said it in that way. They already know. They know the RICO coming. They want the big fish. They know it. That's why he said it the way he said it. Let's go.
Okay. Do you know who he was trying to get him a deal with?
Oh, Big Juke and them, got him.
Big Juke, Nim, Gotti Nim. How did he know Gotti? Big Juke Nim, Gotti Nim. That's Gotti's name one time right there.
But that's the reason why he wanted to be with CMG, because PRE wasn't paying him and wasn't giving him nothing, and Dolph was like, probably throwing him off because he really wasn't making no real noise like that with his music. So you ain't making no money.
So, it was almost like the Nipsey Hussle case.
Right. So what you remember, you seen Straight Drop rocking the PRE chain, right? So
Yep.
Originally he was trying to get with Dolph. He got with Dolph, but he wasn't growing like he wanted to grow.
He wasn't ready. Absolutely.
He wasn't getting the money that he wanted. So that's why he turned on Dolph and started going towards CMG. However,
Absolutely.
he had to try to quote unquote prove himself in order to be able to be a part of
CMG.
What he wanted to be a part of, right? What he thought he had to do. But that was coming out of Juke mouth.
Well said. Well said, Diamond. Thank you. Well said. Now watch this.
You ever heard of the music label CMG?
Where is it?
Now listen to this. This is where shit get crazy. Let's go.
That goes to show the power of serious money when you have top lawyers and a guy like Keon Wright.
Now, Diamond, Keon Wright. Watch how this don't make no sense. This guy right here on this photograph right here, everybody. In 2016, young Dolph van got shot up. It was bulletproof, though. This guy is CMG, Yo Gotti's road manager. This guy here. Now, guess who rented the car that shot up young Dolph's van? Black Youngster. The guy that's sitting on the other side of this picture right here with his hands crossed. Black Youngster rented, watch this, Dr. E, rented the SUV that shot up young Dolph's van. So Black Youngster turns around and say the car was stolen, the SUV was stolen from him. So you mean to tell me this guy is your road manager too, Black Youngster? But the road manager right here pleads out to a 9-year sentence. He's about to get out. This happened in 16. So he's about to get out. He pleaded out. He's saying he's guilty. He's saying he's guilty. So he's stealing the car from his own friend. He's stealing the SUV from his own camp. And he's the road manager. He got locked up in 2016. He pleaded out. He pleaded out and said, "Yeah, I shot up Dolph's vehicle." But ain't it crazy? That's attempted murder.
So he's the one that shot the 100 shots. He was part of that.
Yes, he shot the 100 shots. And Black Youngster on the right-hand side on this picture, Black Youngster said, "Man, that truck was stolen." So you mean to tell me a man with some money, which is the road manager of CMG, stole the truck from you? Come on, gang.
And then on top of that, then he also he got questioned, right? He got arrested, but they let him go. But he happened to be in the same town.
That's not him. That's the other guy. That's this other guy right here. I'm going to show you now.
Oh.
It's two. This the guy that shot at Dolph first in 16 in Charlotte. This is the Charlotte guy in Charlotte, North Carolina. 100 shots that missed when Dolph made the song 100 Shots. Now,
He made a profit off of that, did
yes, he did. So now, continue, listen.
Willing to take a 10 to 15 year cop.
He copped out to 10 to 15 years. Now look.
Black youngster, the artist, stays out of trouble.
Black youngster on this picture to the right stays out of trouble. Black youngster's making money. So listen to this.
What it do?
This is the guy here, everybody. This guy is the guy that shot young Dolph in L.A. He's also a road manager for CMG.
Damn.
This is the guy that shot Dolph. But they let him out in 48 hours because Dolph did not testify.
So
I guess
road
Dolph said, I'm
managers,
gonna handle this shit on the street with your ass.
So these road managers are also hitters. They the shooters.
They hitters too.
Damn.
So listen to this. Now watch this. This gonna get deep, Diamond.
Steppers, I think.
Big steppers. Big steppers. So
Big
watch
stepper.
this.
There you go.
If I throw the OG King the Loud with Rico Television representing that motherfucking Kush County down here in Orlando, you know what I'm talking about? CMG till I die, cocaine, music, you know what I'm talking about? Or you can say cars, money, guns. We're gonna kick this shit out tonight, you know what I'm saying? That Club Roxy, yo, got it. My niggas gonna tell the motherfucking stage that we paint the city white. Goddamn it, if you're on that white, take a line. Goddamn it, if you're on that brown, take a line. You know what I'm talking about? Just make sure you come to the club with them.
So it's an absolute fact that one person that's a part of CMG management pled guilty to an attempt on Dolph's life, and only the fact that Dolph refused to identify another CMG vice.
That's the guy y'all just saw. He did not identify this guy.
His president road manager saved him from getting charged for the shooting in LA. Speaking of Mr. McClinton, aka Bato.
That's the guy y'all just seen now with the gold teeth. Now watch this.
The Memphis vlogger True Results is our first piece of strange.
Shouts out to True Results. Shouts out to True Results. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. TRU Results. He's been covering this Dolph case. Now watch this, y'all.
Physical evidence. I'll leave you to be the judge. Okay, this is a photo that True Results created, obviously, side by side. So
now look at the cookie shop behind on the left. You see the guy, the two guys on the right? Look behind the guy that's behind. That's the guy with the gold teeth y'all just saw, one of Gotti's road managers. You see that, Dr. E?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that.
Okay. Now look at the guy that's standing in front of him with the chains hanging. That's the same guy on the left. Wouldn't you say that? Don't that look like the same guy? Look at the distinctive thing on the jaw and look at what this guy got on his jaw.
Yeah, kind of see that.
That's the same guy. That's the same guy, everybody. This is the same guy. This is the same guy. What's going on, Sam's Eyes TV? This is the same guy. Look at the same guy. Now watch this. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, gang. Appreciate you coming out tonight. Watch this, gang. Let's go.
So on the right, you have the guy charged for 48 hours in LA with shooting young Dolph.
That's the guy standing in the back with the sunshades on. That's the guy you just seen, Bato. That shot Dolph. Got Yo Gotti shirts on. Now listen.
Okay.
Standing on a stage behind him is his buddy he's RIPing. I guess he just passed away.
So the guy that you see with the mouth and the COVID mask on, he's unalive now. He was unalive, but continue to listen.
And on the left is the close-up of someone with a COVID mask pulled down, so you can see their face. Now, if you look, you'll notice how the left side of both of their mouths is crooked with like a missing tooth. Maybe like they got shot in the mouth or something back in the day. Are these guys the same person? Sure might be. The guy on the left with the COVID mask pulled down was milling around the crime scene at Dolph's homicide wearing a security outfit on. He was supposedly the security guard from the Family Dollar next to Makita's Cookies, which according to the same blogger, True Results of me.
Bingo! Bingo! Posing as a security guard on the crime scene. There's pictures that they see. It's who, like you said, it's Dolph.
Damn.
Now watch this, gang. Let's keep tracking. Now I'm going to show you something else. One other piece. Now we're going to get to the car. This last piece I'm going to show y'all tonight, because we ain't going to keep you long, because we gonna stay on this, gang. So we want people to keep coming back. Content Kings is back. We going to keep our fucking foot on the gas. From now on, we be back on like we always was, but we also doing the Nipsey hustle. We've been on that shit too, gang. So thank y'all for having us back. Now watch this. Remember, 50 likes, replay, gang. Share this to people on your platform. Let them know we back. But when you spell Content Kings, this time it's not with one Z. It's two Z's with a crown and a dolphin. Now I want you guys to watch what got Big Juke shot and unalived. Hit the like button, gang. Let's get this shit rocking. We right here. So, let's talk about it. So, remember this.
Y'all got somewhere to stay. I'll pay your car note.
These are the key words. Big Juke talk too much. This what got Big Juke unalived by his own camp. And the hit allegedly came from Texas. The same place that who was down there in Texas? Shondell Barnett. Yo Gotti is down there now, Texas. I ain't gonna say no other names right now, but I know what time it is. Let's go.
I'll pay your jury note so you won't get repoed. You feel me? Whatever else you renting or leasing, I'm gonna pay this shit. But when this shit break back over, I want 10%.
This is why he's unalive now. I'm gonna tell you, watch the key word that he says that's gonna give him away. Let's go.
What you make, nigga? I'm saving you in a crucial time, so don't think I'm trying to get over on you. Cause you don't want to get put out. That'll ruin your career. So just hit my DM, man. We ain't gonna put niggas' business out there. We ain't that tight. You feel me? We can put it in contract. This will never be talked about. You feel me? I'll be so far out the way that won't nobody even know the deal we made. You feel me?
Damn, so you said 4 out the way.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch what he said. This the key thing I want y'all to hear. Right here. Watch what he say, gang. Watch what he say. This right here made Gotti say, man, I'm about to kill this nigga. I got to unalive him. He got to go. He doing too motherfucking much. This right here got him fucked up. Watch what he finna say. This what got him gone. Had to do his own brother in, because his own brother stupid. Watch what he say.
You feel me? So I got up to thing me and bro gonna put together.
Boom, right there.
You and bruh. Dude, what?
Right there.
You and bruh. Who's your brother? Oh my.
That right there.
Nah, bro.
What got Yo Gotti that's gonna get Yo Gotti indicted.
You and bro.
We missed this. You and bro. What me and bro got up? Maybe about an M. Because we know you.
Man, they get on these microphones. They ain't rapping about the whole thing. They just running their mouth telling the whole thing.
Now watch this, gang.
Social media.
I'm going to hit y'all with the grand finale banger right after this. Let's hear him say it again.
So I got up to thing me and bro gonna put together. Up to about an M.
No, man. As
that
Boosie
part.
say, oh, come on, man.
That part.
To be honest with you, he didn't even have to make that video pleading for people to come see him in the first place. If you got
Now see,
access to money like you do when you
they'll
dealing with
holler
your
at you.
family, you ain't have to do
Mm-hmm.
all that public
Yeah,
promotion to try to get somebody to fuck with you to make some money
you're
off
right.
of. But see, what I
You're right.
think was happening is Yo Gotti got tired of Juke shit. That's what I think was going on, and Juke got pissed at the fact that that Dolph was running around. You know what I'm saying? You know, talking shit about his brother. You know, he was more in the streets than Yo Gotti was, but Yo Gotti cut him off. That's what I'm thinking. Because for
But
him
let
to
me
come
ask you a
out like
question.
that, he
Hold
cut
on,
him
let me ask
off.
you a
Mm-hmm.
question. Diamond, was that a fucking slip or what?
It was like he was just basically trying to implicate his brother into something, but I don't think his brother was even dealing with him at the time. Look at the
No,
facts.
his brother was dealing with him. You
I
can't
don't think
think.
so. I don't
His
think so.
brother
Uh-uh.
was dealing
I
with
don't,
him.
I don't think
Okay, that's
so
your opinion.
because
But I know where we're
I'm
going
gonna
with
tell
this
you
case.
why. I'm
No,
gonna
but
tell you
hold
why.
on, Diamond. I already
I
know.
knew it was going to go there.
I already know that they were dealing. I already know
Uh,
that they were dealing.
I
So
think he
we're
cut his
gonna
brother
listen to the
off.
slip. We're gonna listen to the slip again, gang.
I
So
knew Dolph was
whoever
going to have some
trying to
resistance.
say their career, man,
Look,
need to shoot some videos while the label budgets is cut off. Labels, they cut out right now. No budgets, no money. We still open. CMG still open. Budgets never closed. You feel me? But
CMG is still open.
Still
Oh, but him
open.
and his brother fell out. Him and Gotti ain't together.
Look, he trying to use the
No,
label
he
as
ain't
a way
using
to
nothing.
lure
That's
people to
Gotti's
him.
second-hand man. He
Why
is
would
not
you even bring him up
using
for if you if
nothing
the only
because
reason
they
why you
thought
would
they
bring
got away,
somebody up
Diamond.
for is to
Diamond.
get people to come to you to do
I'm not
business.
finna argue with Diamond
He
today.
ain't got
Diamond gang,
no real
y'all
game
get.
like Yo Gotti
I'm
do.
glad it ain't
So he had to
like we
use
just
his
had a
brother
little
as a
Diamond gang
leverage
here.
for people to call him. The
All
man,
right,
I'm trying
Diamond.
to tell you
So, but
something. I
okay,
don't think Yo
Diamond.
Gotti
Okay,
and him was
I got it.
talking.
I get it. Diamond, I get it. I get it. Okay,
Oh,
let's
man.
continue.
He used that
Let's
man's
go.
name in the label name to try to get people to come
or
deal
I'll
with him.
take,
The
y'all can
man was
pawn some
broke.
of that juice. If it's real, y'all can
All right, Diamond, let's go.
come and pawn it. You ain't gotta go to the pawn shop. Come to me. Hey, this real shit. Don't go to Cash Advance. Come to CMG Advance.
No!
Got some money for you.
Diamond, don't answer nothing. Don't say nothing. Let the people be the judge. We know what's going on. So let me
let
get into this. Bingo.
let
Got
it
you.
marinate.
Hey, I ain't gonna say anything
So
because I'm telling you, the
now,
way
okay,
it
Diamond, I
looks
get it.
like
I get it, Diamond. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. Now let's get to the
Man.
grand finale.
He used how much about I think I counted 5 times he used their name.
Yes, 5 times.
No.
So
yeah, but if you
okay.
broke, you definitely gonna try to use your leverage, and the
That
leverage
man
is
far from
CMG.
broke. Okay, now
He
let's go.
was broke. He ain't no Yo Gotti rich. He wasn't Yo Gotti
Okay.
rich. That
Okay,
was a
Diamond.
thug.
Okay, Diamond. You act like okay. Let's go. Now listen to this, gang. The white vehicle. Now let's go back to the white vehicle right there. Dr. E. This is the grand finale.
Mm-mm.
This guy right here works on cars,
Don't.
body work, everything. Now watch what he tells.
Sound effects. Do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Like, he called me that Saturday morning. He said, "Hey man, I
Like
need you to come
youngster
pick up my
called him,
truck
Diamond.
and get it fixed."
Y'all
I
hear
said,
me?
"Nigga, I ain't no damn mechanic. You know what I mean? I can't fix your truck." He was like, "Man, my truck got shot up. I was in it. I need it fixed." And I said, "Okay, I know what this means. I got you."
Now this is why I say Dolph wasn't innocent. Couple of days
So wait a
before
minute.
Dolph.
He's a police. This a police officer?
Nah, this is a guy that worked on cars. Cool with Black Youngster. He telling you about the conversation he had with Black Youngster.
Oh,
Black
okay. I thought
Youngster
that was a badge he had
Black
on.
Youngster needed his vehicle fixed. So
Okay.
a couple of days before Dolph was unalived, black youngster was shot at, and they didn't unalive him.
Okay.
So he wanted his truck repaired by this guy. So think about it. Dolph and them PRE or the streets was trying to get black youngster too. So Dolph, it's a war going on. So listen what this guy says about black youngster.
Black youngster's insurance agent showed up at the cussing pastor.
His insurance agent. So this is an insurance agent. Now listen.
His house for some reason to tell him a story.
He shows up at his house.
Eric Winston is his name, and his father is a pastor there in Metro Memphis. He ran for county commissioner in Shelby County, the county Memphis is in recently, and he lost only by about 20 votes. But apparently, so this Eric Winston was putting the insurance on youngster's little car fleet. Apparently, black youngster's bulletproof truck was riddled with bullet holes, just like Dolph's, but this time after a concert in their hometown in Memphis. It didn't make the news, so nobody knew about it. This was in late October of 2021. Dolph was taken out November 17th of 2021, just a couple weeks later. So if you wonder why, if this beef had been going on all these years, why the sudden desire to get him, maybe Dolph had just tried to get black youngster.
So then this stuff happened, right? And he called me at 3:15. You saw it. He said, "Man, where my truck?" He called me and said, "Man, where my truck at?" I said, "Shit, it's still where it was." I didn't come get that truck, man. I said, "Who you gonna send up here to get it?"
Man.
Because I know you're out of town. He said, "Nah, I'm here." I said, "You here where?" He said, "I'm in Memphis." I said, "Youngster, is everything okay?" Because I already knew what had happened. He lived right up the street. I could hear the sirens and everything. I said, "Is everything like coming?" He said, "Man, I need that truck and I need it bad." I said, "Well, meet me up here tonight at about 6 o'clock so you can get that truck." He called me.
Come around here.
You see the planes on the 17th. 17th at 6:08. I said, "But you in the city though?" "Yeah, I'm in the city. I'm trying to fly out. I'm trying to get out of here by tomorrow."
Now, as you can tell from this conversation, and please go over to the Cussing Pastor if you want to hear the whole thing and check out his page and check out Real Talk with Tamara and check out True Results. But the gist of this conversation is that youngster wanted the insurance agent to get his car fixed, get the bulletproof glass replaced because it doesn't. The bullets don't penetrate it, but it messes the car up, obviously. It leaves bullet holes or indentations, whatever. And suddenly, youngster pops back up, and he needs it immediately. And then he comes to pick it up, and he has an uncomfortable conversation where he says, "I didn't do that. I don't care what they say."
He said, "Man, can I come upstairs for a minute?" Came up here and sat down right there. Actually, came and sat down right there. I said, "Youngster, you all right?" I looked at him just like that. I said, "You all right?" He said, "I ain't do it." I said, "Do what?" He said, "I ain't do it. I don't care what they say, I ain't do it." I said, "What are you talking about?" "Man, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't do it."
So black youngster was in town when Dolph was hit. Oh, and if you didn't know, pretty much everybody has been living in Atlanta or somewhere else at Memphis. I mean, they're all on the road a lot, but they all live in Atlanta. Gotti, Dolph, youngster.
Raven.
It seems like they only pop into Memphis for funerals and to create funerals.
I said, "Youngster." I call Sam. I said, "Show them the picture of their car that they looking for." I said, "Who car is this?" "I don't know who car that is." So I did this right here.
Look.
Hold on.
Look.
I said, "Don't know who car that is." I said, "Is that not a white Mercedes-Benz C300 that they looking for right now?" He said, man, that's my girlfriend calling the policy. He said, this is policy right here. All right. He said, I said, that ain't that car right there, that white car.
He clown.
Man, that's my girlfriend calling. You talking about? I said, youngster, you all right? He said, man, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing. I said, let me tell you this right here. You got me caught up in some shit right now. I said, that car that's in your name that you got insurance on, that you wrecked last year when you called me and told me you wrecked it on the side behind the passenger door. Yeah, behind the passenger door. Okay. Yeah. I said that car ain't but two doors and ain't but two doors. But and on the passenger side, you can see where it's roughed up.
Break me off something.
I said you should have got that car fixed. I said now these niggas riding around in that motherfucking car. I said best thing you could do right now is say that car stolen, and I filed a report for it right now. I said y'all ain't think this shit out, man.
This insurance man.
Like, he like a manager. I don't know what you're talking about. Like you ain't about to keep you so I can roll. I said, you in the car and you in town. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I said, God in Miami right now. And Stan. I said, money bag in Atlanta right now. Little me know another one they love crawling him. I said, he in Atlanta right now. I said, but you the only motherfucker here right now. And that is your woman's call. Ain't your woman calling the news. I said, man, you need to get in that truck. And he stood up, just like this. He stood up right there.
Why would he use his woman's car?
He said, man,
that don't make any sense.
We've been through a lot together, and I love you. He said, man, I love you. Just like that. Like he know you from that. I said, man, is anything wrong with you, man? He said, man, I gotta go.
Now, why Memphis small black business owner and son of a pastor, Eric Winston, came to add this conversation or took this conversation he had with Black Youngster to the cussing pastor who recorded it.
Oh, man, that's funny.
So, the big fish is Black Youngster, okay? It ain't Yo Gotti. It's Black motherfucking Youngster. With his dumb ass.
Oh, man. But he definitely in the mix. He all in the pudding for real.
He used his own baby mama car to commit a murder.
Oh, that's crazy right there, right? It's like why you didn't get a renter car or something? Why you didn't go get a crash out car or something?
But I told
the junkyard.
This man been quiet. You ain't heard from this man in I don't know how long. I said
no
that
wonder.
didn't I, Dub, didn't I say that? I said Black Youngster has been quiet. We ain't heard from Black Youngster at all. Why? Because he is completely caught up in knowing the fact that he did what he did because he believed that Dolph shot him up, tried to shoot him up before this situation occurred. So it was like a get back. You shoot at me, I'm gonna shoot back at you. But he used this goofy ass dude to hop out and try to get at Dolph. That's the reason why Straight Drop didn't get it right out the car. Cause ain't no telling if Black Youngster was in the back seat. We couldn't see in that car. How we know Black Youngster wasn't in that car? We don't know if Black Youngster was in that car when they sped off.
I think wasn't it? Didn't they say somebody was 3 of them in the car, but only 2 of them jumped out?
That's what I'm saying. How you know he wasn't in the back seat?
Remember the people in that car said it was 2 carloads of people at first, 2 white cars.
Yeah, I
what
heard
I'm
that
saying
too.
is, why would you use?
Then I heard he was in the atmosphere too.
Car?
They said they said people said they seen his car in the area, but it was another car. I guess whatever else car he got, it could have been that one. I can't remember, but I remember different little videos they were showing about that time it happened. and the people was talking about Black Youngster car was over there in the neighborhood then. So I don't know
Black
if it was that
Youngster has
Ferrari.
always put his nose in stuff that he ain't got no business. I'm gonna tell you why he started beefing with Dolph in the beginning in the first place. Is because he seen that Dolph was making fun of Yo Gotti. And that's the reason why he wanted to try to show and
It was
prove
a
himself
publicity
to
stunt.
Yo
Absolutely.
Gotti.
Yeah.
No, he was
Yeah.
trying to show and prove himself to Yo Gotti with this little
Absolutely.
gangster thing and
Publicity
try to
stunt.
go
Same
after
thing.
Dolph. He didn't have to go after Dolph because Yo Gotti wasn't stunting Dolph. I'm telling you. Black Youngster started all of this because he was to trying to basically do the damage control for Yo Gotti because Yo Gotti
Absolutely.
did not want to do it, didn't want nothing to do with it because he wanted to focus on his music and his label. He wasn't studying
Yeah.
Dolph. But who
And
was
he really just
studying
wanted to
Dolph,
sign Dolph.
who
He
was
just wanted to
studying
sign. That's all he
Dolph,
was.
who was
Absolutely.
focused on it the most was Black Youngster. He like, oh, you being
Oh.
he was like you being soft, you being a punk. You don't want to go after this dude. This dude and made a road record on you. He done disrespected you. All of that.
Now,
I know
one
how
question,
street
Diamond.
dudes is.
Diamond. Now, what wasn't this? Didn't he actually Black Youngster? Didn't his brother get unalived too?
His brother got unalived.
Yeah, and we don't know who did that. But my thing is, I see who the
And we
problem
still
all
don't have an
along was.
unaliver for
Is
Big Duck.
look, the whole issue came about with Black Youngster. Black Youngster is the one that been shooting at Dolph this entire time. Black Youngster is the problem.
And one
Big
more
Juck
question too.
knew that Black
When
Youngster
Dolph
wanted.
got when Dolph got shot in L.A., why Dolph never did really even say anything about it? He
I
didn't really
think
say
that
anything about the shooters.
I think Dolph did that because he was gonna keep it in the street.
Yeah, because he been shooting back at his ass. If you know you back and forth with a dude and you don't want the media to be involved, you know you high profile just like Yo Gotti high profile, right? People pay attention to everything you do. Black Youngster was still new. People really didn't know Black Youngster like that. Black Youngster came out and he
So
disappeared pretty
that would
much.
mean that Dolph had some shooters that he was paying too on the other side doing the
Absolutely.
same exact thing.
Dolph hands wasn't absolutely clean as well, so we know
Right,
that.
that's what I'm saying. What I think, and this is my opinion, I believe that Yo Gotti has nothing to do with this.
That's your opinion.
I believe that it was Big Juck.
That's your
was
opinion.
Big Juck.
I believe. Hold on, Diamond. I know that the Rico's coming.
I mean, they can try.
has
I don't mean it's gonna
something
work.
to do with Young Dolph's unaliving. And you're gonna see.
I'm telling you,
and you're gonna see it's a lot of people. Hold on, Diamond. Okay, we're not gonna argue the fact. I'm just giving you my opinion.
I'm just telling you, Black Youngster is the one that they really want.
We're gonna get a Rico, and I think that Yo Gotti will have to prove that in the court of law. Until then,
I understand that.
Until then,
I understand he's gonna have to prove it.
Put your hands on top of the car.
Report your ass to the goddamn principal.
It's Big Juck and it's
you are going to get indicted.
Black Youngster.
In due time, Black Youngster, the whole camp. Your ass.
But it ain't the whole camp that did all of this. It's Black Youngster.
Okay, Diamond, with your hands up. Stand outside. Yo Gotti. Come out of that building.
The person that really had to beef
because
with Dolph
we standing
was
outside
Black Youngster.
and we waiting on you, Yo Gotti. We need you to turn around and walk to the curb.
Yo Gotti ain't got nothing to do with what they did, man.
And the
man wasn't even in the
are
US.
coming to get you. We're not paying attention to Officer Diamond right now because she don't know what the hell she talking about.
Because Yo Gotti wasn't even living out here anymore. The only people that was in Memphis like that.
We just giving a synopsis about what's going on, and we just basically.
Okay, so why haven't we heard
Diamond, I'm
of
not
Dolph
gonna argue
going
with
after
you. You
Yo
need to
Gotti?
get you a
You ain't
boyfriend to
never
argue
heard
with.
Yo Gotti getting his car shot up
Oh,
at all.
Lord.
You never heard
All
any
right,
of
Diamond.
that.
Y'all, y'all see how it goes down over here? It goes down.
We love it. I love
But
Diamond
you ain't
Gang.
never heard nobody going after Yo Gotti. So you know
right,
it was
Diamond
Black
Gang.
Youngsters stirring up mess. Why you think Yo Gotti probably didn't want nothing to do with
Somebody
Black
knock her
Youngster
ass
anymore?
Okay, so listen,
I
guys.
believe Yo Gotti
Close
probably
this out,
dismissed
Diamond. Hold
himself
on, let me
from
close this out.
Black
Diamond, we get
Youngster.
it. We get it. Okay. We get it.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Diamond.
Can
I
you
get it.
admit that it could be a possibility that
Diamond. I don't even Diamond. We're good. So I'm gonna say this, everybody. We gave you an hour of content king time. And I know you enjoy it. We love the Diamond Gang. Shout out to Diamond Gang.
He don't like to listen. He don't like to listen.
No, me and Dr. E said we're gonna do an hour today because we got a lot to cover. I gotta go right back to the books. Diamond, do you know how much shit that we have to build?
Yeah, I only came in for an hour tonight, Diamond, for real.
I'm telling you,
Diamond,
okay,
Diamond.
Innocent in this situation.
Okay, innocent until proven guilty. I get it.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you. So innocent until proven guilty. Everybody heard that. Hit the like button before you get ready to leave. New subscribers, please
Black
subscribe
Young
to the channel.
Fast. How about that?
We got a lot more to go on this case. Diamond, you better leave me the fuck alone.
Black youngster, blackity black, blackity black, his ugly ass. Find him and get him because he's the real reason why we're going through all this about Dolph.
That's true. I can give you that part. So let me say this, everybody. Big U, tomorrow we will be posting the thumbnail. I'm sorry that I didn't put a short up for this one. I try to put shorts up to get everybody pre-ready for the lives that we do. But we do want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Content Kings, we back with the foot on the gas. Everything that we do is alleged and also under Act 107. And we just tell you to do your own research. We're just here to cover these cases. We do want justice for Dolph. That's why we're here. We want to, give praises up to the Most High to protect us and help that we say the right things so we can guide the people in the right direction.
I got a question, though.
Hold on, Diamond. Diamond.
Quick question.
Go ahead,
Before
Diamond.
you say that. Since this guy came out and told the story about Black Youngster, why wasn't he indicted into this whole case? Why hasn't he been he surfaced in court? Because his statement alone would implicate Black Youngster involved with the young Dolph case.
I think, Diamond, that's why the justice system is doing their thing. The feds do shit in the ways they do it. We don't know, we didn't, really get all this stuff on our desk. It's the people that has the authority to be able to figure out these cases and line the people up the way they want to line the people up and line the evidence up the way they line the evidence up. We don't know until July. We won't know until the
we're
table.
Still missing the baby mama that owned the car, Black Youngster's baby mama, and Black Youngster.
The
phone.
We're
still missing them too. The phones. We still missing. I mean, look, that's the big fish. Black Youngster been doing dirt. He's one of those cocky, ignorant motherfuckers.
Okay, Diamond. I don't want to get too deep into Black Youngster.
All right. Well,
okay. What I'm saying is, the paperwork's not on our desk. We can only go from what we get on the internet and the intel and putting our own boots on the ground and connections with people that we know. So, with that being said, it's all justice for young Dolph, justice for people that are anybody, not just justice for Dolph, but people that are losing lives and crimes that are not, that haven't been solved. It's justice for all of them. And that's why we do cases. That's why we tend to get on here and cover cases, because we're looking for the justice. We're not to say who's right or wrong, but we're just here to figure out the kinks and what's, and, hopefully people can see what we're seeing and, maybe the thoughts and the people pulling together can make some things happen so we can get justice for not just Dolph, but other families that's lost loved ones that's close to them. So that's what Content Kings does do it for. We do got a power pack lineup. We got a lot of cases coming through. So this channel will be growing. So we will be streaming the Puff Daddy trial. We will be streaming the Young Dolph trial. Coming up with Hernandez, Govan, Mo3, and Nipsey Hussle. So we're looking for justice for all these type of people, and I'm glad that we were able to follow these cases like we have and have ourselves in the mix. Yeah, we had our channel taken, but there's nothing for us to do it again. So I love being an underdog because we've showed being an underdog and how we can quickly grow. So we want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, hitting the like button, share, and subscribe.
And everybody in the audience, if you guys agree with me, Diamond Gang, go ahead and put it in the comments. I'm just saying. I usually be right. I usually have that. I have
Yeah,
that
so
right.
yeah, anybody, if y'all
Usually be
agree with
right.
Diamond Gang after the live, y'all go ahead and put it in the comment section. We do like people's feedback in the comment section. Anything, just please leave it in the comment section, y'all. We open to that. That's what we do. We're a hell of a team up here, Power Pack team. We enjoy each other. We love going back and forth. That's what it's good for, because people, you don't have to only agree with me. You agree with Diamond. Like I said, do your own research when it comes to these cases. We're not here to make you believe us. We're not here to do any conspiracy theories or anything. We just stand on the truth over here on Content Kings channel. So make sure when you do subscribe to the channel, or you do see us on the highways and byways, make sure you put 2 Z's, a crown, and a dolphin. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. It's Mr. C-Dub. Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. We got Diamond Gang. We got Dr. E, also known as Dr. Easy. You know what I'm saying? So
Dr.
thank you
E,
guys
Dr. E.
for coming through tonight and joining us. We gave you an hour of our time. We don't believe in having to stay on here multi hours. We get salty at time, but we started a little bit late. We're sorry for the inconvenience and sorry for the wait. But like I said, we will be putting our foot on the gas, and you will be seeing us more on this channel on the regular. Thank everybody for coming through. May God be with you, bless you, and have a blessed night and a blessed weekend. Peace and love. Shouts out to the real Angel for doing all the technical work for me too. Thank you,
yes,
Angel. Peace and love. May God be with you guys. Make sure you wipe your feet at the door, and that is hitting the like button before you leave. Thank you very much for joining Content Kings with 2 Z's. Peace and love, and we are out.
Oh.
They told us we wouldn't get here. There were those who said that we would get here only over their dead bodies. Well, talk. But all the world today knows that we are here, and we are standing before the forces of power in the state of Alabama, saying we ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. Today I want to tell the city of Selma. Tell them, Doctor. Today I want to say to the state of Alabama. Yes, sir. Today I want to say to the people of America and the nations of the world that we are not about to turn around. Yes, sir. We are on the move now. Yes, sir. Yes, we are on the move, and no wave of racism can stop us. Yes, sir. And the burning of our churches will not deter us. Yes, sir. The bombing of our homes will not dissuade us. Yes, sir. The beating and killing of our clergymen and young people will not divert us. Yes, sir. The wanton release of their known murderers will not discourage us. We're on the move now. Yes, sir. Like an idea whose time has come. Yes, sir. Not even the marching of mighty armies can halt us. Yes, sir. We are moving to the land of freedom. Yes, sir. I know you're asking today.